My wife and I love that umbrella guy. Oh, we love that umbrella guy.
Hey there, so if you love that umbrella guy too, make sure that you sub, make sure you hit that bell for daily notifications, and if you want to go further, well, there are links in the description. More on that at the end of the video. So today I want to return to the wonderful world of anime, and I want to differentiate one thing from the other. We talk about voice actors, but truly, let's look at anime, and let's look at it for the wonderful world it truly is. I mean, when you think about your connection to anime, it's not simply for escapism. I mean, maybe it helps you escape, but there's also connection, inspiration, and more. If you think about the positivity injected into a lot of this, you see something better. It makes you strive to be, to know, and also when you're talking about connection, well, you connect to communities that are also based on this. It's a great thing when you think about the network, and especially for people that are alone. There are many lonely people out there too. Many people, that are caught in humdrum lives. They look for some type of connection, and this, it allows them to connect and to achieve something that they don't find in their day-to-day reality. Now, the leaders within this stuff, you're talking about voice actors oftentimes. If we were talking about movies, you would be talking about actors. But, when you think about characters and connection, sometimes people connect with the folks that voice them. Sadly, in that, we find out that those folks, oftentimes, they will let you down. When we've been looking at the Vic Mignogna situation, we see exactly how that's gone and how that's gone sideways. And some of the reactions that you've seen coming front and center, they've been horrible. And this is particularly horrible. In no situation should somebody feeling distraught about this be told, hey, why don't you go and kill yourself? But here, that's what we see. We don't see that once. We see that multiple times. So this starts out here. I honestly didn't know these voice actors were capable of being giant babies. I'm seriously rethinking dubs. Please help. Nothing seems real in this world anymore. Can I please kill myself? You see who's tagged in there. And I want to ask you something. As a challenge, when you look at the names that are associated with this comment, how many of them would actually try to pull someone back from the edge? Their first response, not after public pressure, makes them bend to it. Who would do it right away? I think, personally, the person that's attached on the back end of that would do that, but I know that two people that are connected there, Amanda Winn Lee and also Dominique Sky, those two people definitely for sure would send the opposite. How do I know? Well, knock yourself out, Amanda Lee replies. We won't stop you. And well, you see who else signed off on that because positivity interjected into the community there. You see the guy, he responds to this too. These people will say that this was trolling, and you can take it how you want, but look at this statement here. It's cool, doesn't really sting too much. I got too much to do before I do that though, but people like you made me realize this world ain't worth living in so much. But I only have this one life, and I'll make do by committing to my family. After she's gone, then I think I'm done. That sounds a lot more grievous when you think about what that person just said to them. You think about the wound that actually could cause or open up there. This person, they sound a lot more real in that moment. And again, you can take that however you want, but as a professional, as a leader in a community where people pay you to go out and to do responsible things, is this responsible? Now, of course, you have people that pop in there, and this guy later on, he says, hey, if you could tone it down, that'd be great. We talked it out. But, when I look at this kind of stuff, you talked it out, but what exactly sticks with you about this? What, in this situation, someone's first response that you connected with betterment, They told you to go out and end it all. Other people tell it's in poor taste, too. And of course, you know, that in poor taste. He was obviously being facetious. Was he really obviously being facetious? If I really thought he was in danger of hurting himself or anyone else, I would have tried to help. But he's just being a dick. We know that. But is also being facetious. So there are other people out there that want to call that edgelording. They want to answer, and people are divided on this because when it comes up, it has a terrible optic when you look at it. I mean, a terrible one. And you get to this certain point. I want to point out where that is here too, because this person tells them, now think about this, Amanda, never take suicide as a joke. If this person actually went and committed the act, it's on you, report it. So, Amanda's response to that, like I said, knock yourself out. Remember, that's not telling him to report. Some people have said, she was trying to say, that's just telling you, to report it. No, she's saying, like I said before, knock yourself out. We won't stop you. So if you're going to go kill yourself, go do it. And continuing what she said, I have nerve damage in 2 of my fingers from my own suicide attempt years ago. I do take it very seriously, very seriously. He's just being a dick. So again, you went out and you diminished what is going on because the way that you want to see it, you want to see someone brigading against you. You want to see somebody that obviously you have gone out, like many other people these days. When I see people like Josh Martin attacking fandom, when I see so many other voice actors deciding to square off, or people like Ron that have been in the periphery, and I see them attacking people, I think how many folks have been attacked and really we're just trying to connect. How many of them were longing for more, and well, they got something that was not only base, but it debases as well. So you see, comments to that too. It becomes now about Amanda Winn Lee. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. I'm sorry about that. That's terrible. Standing up, you're amazing. Nothing gets you down. How exactly does this shift toward that? I mean, how exactly do we have this person go out there and shift a narrative that tells someone to go in to hurt yourself, to go in to kill yourself, to remove yourself from life? Because, hey, I take suicide very seriously. Yeah, you took it very seriously when it was about yourself, but when it was about someone else, apparently not so much. Then you have, this statement here, when he threw that out there, later on, listen, if you're serious, please don't. I've been there. Things will get better. Maybe not soon as we'd like, but I promise you, it's worth it. I mean, the statement that you threw out there, though, I mean, by then, we could be done. It could be over. He's the last dude to actually like this. That's the problem there. You already told the guy, hey, if you are thinking about going to hurt yourself, well, go out and do it. Oh, I just thought you were pulling my leg. Hey, come on back here. Let's have a little talk. People oftentimes don't get that second chance. I mean, again, you are dealing with strangers, and you're dealing with them not as a troll, not as some rando online. You are representing your name, your commodity out there. And this is the way that you showcase who and what you are to consumers. Of course, somebody's like, hey, that's backpedaling. Priesty Foxy Fox puts that. Of course I effing backpedaled. Believe it or not, I'm not some monster who wishes harm on people. He was hurting, so I reached out. So now he's hurting. We went from, telling him to go ahead and kill himself to doubling down on it. But, after how many hours had passed? Oh, well, he was indeed hurting. I sat down, I thought about it, and well, I had a human reaction. Well, welcome to planet Earth. Unfortunately, we might have been one person shorter because, well, you decided to go out and to treat someone well, like garbage, like teetotal garbage. And then after the fact, you say, hey, actually, after I thought about it, well, don't knock yourself out after all. Maybe we will stop you. Man, I hate this optic that I'm seeing. I hate the way this stuff looks. It makes me not want anything to do with professionals out there. And that's something people need to wake up to. At best, you're dealing with flawed people, but at worst, you're dealing with reprehensible ones. And well, you can vote with your wallet. You can vote with your voice. You can vote with your conscience. And this kind of stuff, it says plenty to me. But anyhow, you tell me what you think about this stuff. If you like this kind of content too, make sure that you sub. Make sure you hit that bell for daily notifications. And if you want to go forward beyond that, links are in the description. Check those out. They help channels out. I might make jokes about a channel every now and then after that, but I don't really feel like I'm in a joking mood right this moment. I do want to say, however, that unlike these folks, I do appreciate you being here. They forget exactly who empowers endeavors. They forget what makes things possible and also why people tune in. People need stuff in their life. All of us do. We all hit low points, and sometimes even the strongest people reach out. They may reach out like it's trolling, and of course you don't owe anyone anything, but I would say, as a professional especially, be better, be more, make people feel invited to community, sit down and appreciate them. That's why I want to tell you every time I appreciate you. I feel blessed to have people here that go out and support what I do and what others do. So I want to thank you. I want to say, if you're in this kind of mood, seriously, there are better days. There are definitely better days. Seek professional help. Don't seek the help of flawed human beings like this. And of course, like I say, I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up, and we'll do it again next time. Thanks.